Okay, the first sound I'm going to show you is the cell wall. Now, cell wall is a double lipid bilayer and it's semi-permeable, which means certain things can get through it and certain things can't. Such as oxygen can get through it and maybe like hydrogen can't. Now, I represent my analogy for this in OKC Stadium is the outside. So you see the doors. Now the doors are like the semi-permeable membrane part. Certain things get through, such as humans. You can't drive a truck through that. Which is what I'm saying now. That's what I thought was the best representation. So double lipid bilayer, cell. Next thing I'm going to show you is the cytoplasm. Now cytoplasm, that is representation of really anything, and like cytoplasm just keeps all organs together. It's kind of in it. Now the cytoplasm and with the OKC Stadium, it's really anywhere where it's not a stand or like a popcorn stand, any just open area. Kind of like the beams in it, like to keep it up and standing. Just keep everything together. Keep everything together. See, that sound I'm going to show you is the Golgi apparatus. Now this takes things from mitochondria and it sorts them and packages them, etc. Now my representation on the OKC Stadium is like the back garage, like storage, just really storage place for it. I mean, it takes it, like let's say games out, they have extra popcorn. Then we'll take that popcorn, then we're going to take the popcorn, then go ahead and store it in here. And they can break it down into smaller boxes to ship maybe to like, I don't know, let's say Miami Heat is running out of popcorn. They can send them some popcorn. Okay, now next thing I'm going to show you is the mitochondria. Now mitochondria is the powerhouse for the cell. Now, the reason why is because it makes energy for the cell, so the energy can do actions and such. Now, this is representative. But like the spirit people get people pumped up, like such as the mascot Rumble. Now Rumble right here, he kind of gets up and he kind of does some flips or something. Everybody's excited and like jumps up and down, and they'll be like, "Whoa, let's go, let's get pumped up." But it's energy. They also have these little signs, like the digital signs to say stand up or defense or get loud and cheer for your team. Like it's the end of the ball game and they need a win. Now next thing I'm going to show you is lysosomes. Now lysosomes, what they do is they're really the cleanup crew for the cell. Now for the cell, now my representation for this is the cleanup crew. Cleanup crew for OKC Stadium after the games. They clean up everything. Also lysosomes have enzymes that break things down, such as cleanup crew has recycling bins that break things down or recycle that goes back down, making two. Okay, next thing I'm going to talk about is the nucleus. Now nucleus is represented by the cord because it's the center of the cell. It's really the main thing, holds the DNA and chromosome. Now the chromosome is like this really just this genetic material in it. It gives it like the color and everything, like the color of your eyes and stuff. Now the thing about this is that it's represented by the players on court. That's what the chromosome is. Because they're jumbled up together, they're not organized, playing the basketball game. Now, the players on the bench are what you would say would be the DNA. Now, the reason why the DNA is because they're sitting there nice and neat, waiting for the turn to go in. Okay, the next thing I'm going to tell you about is the ribosomes. Now, ribosomes are little particles that either on the rough endoplasmic reticulum, or they're just floating around free falling and jumping around. They make proteins. Now, they make proteins for the cell because that's really important for the cell to have proteins. Now, the reason why they make proteins, it helps. My analogy for it is the food, the merchandise, not the actual stands. That's a totally different process I'm about to tell you about. Because in the protein part is the money. You go ahead and sell your popcorn, I give you money. That's the protein. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is the rough ER. Now rough ER, the reason why it's rough endoplasmic reticulum is because it has ribosomes all over it. Now, this is represented as little stands. an arena that hold the food and merchandise, which is represented as ribosomes. Now the rougher yard takes proteins, stuff that it makes, with ribosomes, and it can export them, organize them, etc. So that's technically what stands do. They take it, they organize it, they put it in the little bins, and they put it in the Coke machine or whatever, put it in the fridge, and they take it and they give it to the people, and proteins. The next thing I'm going to show you is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, the smooth ER. It does not have ribosomes on it. What it does is it kind of, one of the bigger things is that it detoxes things in the cell. It makes them good again. Now, this can be represented as the as like the security guards, because they go, there's a bad person being bad and they're doing mean stuff to people and disrespecting them. They can go up and detox the situation, as take them and throw them out. That's kind of what that's represented is. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is like the vacuoles. Now the vacuoles are like little things that hold water or other things, such as a plant cell. A plant cell, you know, a plant cell has big vacuoles filled with water. Now, animal cell may not have a big vacuole filled with water, but I can tell you that it does have other things filled with vacuoles. Now, this is represented as the stands, where people sit and they cheer, because really, I mean, you're like that water or that oxygen you coming through, and you're seated there. You're kind of like little vacuoles. You get what I'm saying? Okay, next thing I'm going to show you is the centrioles. And centrioles are represented as a manager, because centrioles will take this nucleus, which is like you court your team, kind of all that stuff. They'll organize things, organize trade players, bring players in, and also when ready for reproduction of the cell, it hooks onto the DNA and it pulls it apart. That's how it does it. That's what centrioles is. They latch on, they pull it apart. Now, with that being said, that could mean in representation as the owner takes a team and maybe he wants to move them from, I don't know, Seattle to Oklahoma. And he does that. He takes them and moves them from Seattle to Oklahoma.